Hi, welcome. So I want to go over Eusebius, book 2, chapter 25 a little bit. so, and the stuff that I quote from there, it's not like, it's not the full, it's not the full content in the entire chapter. So I encourage you to purchase the book yourself, and then you can see for yourself. So I'm only taking bits and pieces of it here. It doesn't mean I'm making contextual changes or anything like that. That's not the case at all. But anyway, the title here, the persecution under Nero, which Paul and Peter were honored with martyrdom in the cause of religion at Rome. Nero was actually persecuting Christians. I don't think he was going after religion per se. But this seemed to be kind of like a secular statement, which makes me wonder if Eusebius was really even a Christian or not. I don't think he was. But anyway, one statement to make: Paul therefore said they had been beheaded at Rome. Peter had been crucified under him. What he means exactly by that, being crucified under him, Paul had no authority over Peter, so I don't know what Eusebius means by that. But anyway, and this account is confirmed by the fact that the names of Peter and Paul still remain in the cemeteries of that city even to this day. This can totally be fabricated, which I believe it was. It doesn't prove that they died at Rome. And they can anybody can have a wish that I wish my cemetery here or there. It doesn't mean that that's where they died. But anyway, then continues on. I can show that he, this was referring to, I forgot the name, but the trophies of the apostles. Think about that for a second. Trophies of the apostles. What did he really talk about there? They didn't really have material possessions. Paul talked about crowns, that this is spiritual matters. But as far as material trophies, for he will go to Vatican. So to the Augustinian Road, you will find the trophy of those who have laid the foundation of the church. So this is all part of, you see, it trying to centralize power around Rome. And it both suffered at the same time. Thus, likewise, you, by means of this admonition, have mingled the flourishing seed that had been planted by Peter and Paul at Rome and Corinth. Now, Corinth, see here, I checked into the history of Corinth and into the languages and so forth. They did not speak Aramaic. They spoke Latin and then spoke Greek when Hadrian came to power. He didn't come to power until, what was it, 117 AD. This is long after Peter's time. So the only language they had at the time was Latin. And let me make sure here. Yeah, okay. Anyway, I can't find it, but they spoke either Greek or Latin until the time of Hadrian, and then I wish I had that information. But either way, Corinth did not speak the language of Peter. So, you could probably say, well, they spoke in tongues. That was only like during Pentecost and Jerusalem, the time. I don't know. it just seems so far-fetched. But keep in mind, John chapter 21 was still taking place. Peter's still alive. He still had to feed the house of Israel. He can't really go very far from Jerusalem. And so, yeah, anyway. Okay, I had it the other way around. So it was Latin, okay. No, I was correct. It was Latin, and then it became Greek. It was Latin until Emperor Hadrian, which started in 8117, and then it became Greek. So, yeah, and then they're talking about Galilean dialect, branch of the Aramaic language. All right, so that had been sometime after that. But anyway, it just makes it harder to believe what Eusebius is saying. Anyway, yeah, and if we go to Basilica, that was constructed under Emperor Constantine. Alrighty. Took 40 to complete. Over the next 12 centuries, the church gradually gained importance and eventually became a major place of pilgrimage throughout Rome. That is exactly what Constantine wanted. And that's why he created this and fabricated the whole story of Peter being in Rome. And so that way they gain importance and maintain the status of the Roman Empire, the strength of the Roman Empire. You're trying to tap into the Christians for political purposes. And that's why he built the Basilica. And so, here's another link, no connection between scripture and solid literature. So here's a good article. Just pointing out the unlikelihood that Peter's in Rome, and they point out some of the documentary by Acts of Peter and some of the things that were stated there, and I verified it. It claimed that Peter came across Jesus, and Jesus claimed he would be crucified again in chapter 35. But as you go to Hebrews chapter 10, 11 to 14, sacrifice once and for all. It's the covenant I will make with them after they declared the Lord. I'll put my law in their hearts, write in their minds. I remember their sins. Okay. Okay, this is the verse I was looking for. Waiting from that time till the enemy should be made a footstool for his feet. For by a single offering, not multiple offerings, he had perfected for all time those who are being sanctified. Okay, that flies in the face of Roman Catholicism, their understanding of the Lord's Supper. Anyway, Acts 12 makes no mention of Peter going to Rome. Barnabas and John Mark, not the Apostle John, went to Cyprus. This is based on Acts 12. Paul left Jerusalem and chose Silas, not Peter. This is just Peter stayed in Jerusalem, still on assignment Jesus gave him in John 21. All right. And yeah, and the thing mentioned in Acts Peter does not fit what's going on. The destruction of the temple, Jerusalem, the temple at the time, the timing of it, it's just so contrary to what was going on at the time. Given the fact that also Peter told firsthand about Jesus, the Olivet Discourse, Matthew 24, Luke 21, Mark 13, what was about to take place before the generation passed away. And so it just doesn't fit the biblical narrative at all. So anyway, this is just more of Eusebius, examples of him trying to centralize power around Rome. They're very successful with the Basilica. I have not been there. Maybe it helped me understand better what it meant by trophies by those who had laid the foundation of the church, but at this point I'm just like, it just comes across as a very secular writer. A Christian would not refer to the trophies of the apostles. Actually, Eusebius did not write this. Let's go to book 2, chapter 25. Okay, book 2, 25. Okay. So yeah, his name was Caius, Caius, supposedly. And he's the one that Eusebius claiming that wrote this, right, that you see here highlighted in blue. But anyway, this is just more, I mean, there's a lot more to come here. You reading this and watching this video probably think, this isn't like push me over the edge. What I'm saying is true about Eusebius trying to rewrite history, trying to centralize power to Rome, but they're just more pieces somewhat pointing that direction. So you obviously have to look at everything, the whole picture as you go through, and this is just only one piece of the puzzle. It's kind of like putting together a jigsaw puzzle. This piece of puzzle is not as clear as this one, where it goes, that kind of thing. So this is kind of that piece of puzzle where it's not as clear, but there's going to be more to come, where it is crystal clear Eusebius was lying, there's no scriptural support, and so forth. And so, yeah. So anyway, hope you continue to enjoy your studies, and I encourage you to continue to follow along Eusebius. Like I said, I really believe he rewrote history, and this man is not credible. All right, thank you very much for watching, and have a great rest of the day.